homies be tryna snake me, I gotta watch out. Oppositions tryna play me, we got them Glocks out. See that pain made me cold, I'm a bang.
Hey, what's going on, y'all, man? Right now we are here live on Auntie's couch, y'all. Here at Auntie's house, man. It's the boys, of course, Christopher and
Christain. You know the vibe, man.
Hey, man, and we got not only an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, a music artist, man. You know, just really him, that guy, you know what I'm saying, real estate investor. The list going on, man, realtor, and of course, more importantly, man, music artist, man, my guy, Huey King, baby. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Appreciate y'all having me today.
You having you on the couch, man.
Yeah, how your boys been, man?
Yeah, man, we've been cool, man, working, man, trying to get the city up and running, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I see y'all been doing y'all thing.
Appreciate you, bro. I mean, you know, but this interview about him, man, you feel me? So, you know, kind of dive right into it. You know, I kind of gave a small introduction, you feel me? But the people who don't know you, you know what I'm saying, kind of introduce yourself, man.
So, I'm Huey King. Most people know me as Houston around the city. I really came up a hooper, you feel me? So, coming from Atlanta, born in Atlanta, moved to Toledo, Ohio. My parents split up probably around like the age of 8.
Okay.
Came here, and that's when really, it wasn't really too many opportunities of the shit I was doing in Atlanta, like acting or like hip hop dance and shit like that. But so I got into the sports, and that's when the basketball, the football started taking over my life for real. And then, you feel me, ended up being basketball, and that was my story. So just the fact that I ended up getting hurt to where I couldn't play anymore, and then music was on my side the whole time, kind of like to where it was, God was kind of foreshadowing what was going to come and what was going to end up being the only option. And it was just like, it was the right path now. So it's like, basically, I'm just getting people to understand that I'm not just that hooper no more. I'm really more than that, and I really got more talents, and it's more to understand to me.
Okay, I like that, man. So let's backtrack a little bit. So you was born in Atlanta. How long you were in Atlanta for?
8 years.
8 years, okay.
Yeah.
And that's when you made transition to Toledo, of course.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like you found yourself when you came to Toledo? Like, where did that initial...
Yeah, I would say...
King found himself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always been the same person, for real. Like, my family could tell you, like, most of the homies can vouch for you. Like, I've always been the same person, kind of like, be that outstanding person in the room that's going to be not afraid to say what I feel, that's going to try to bring good energy, but also, you know, can get whatever if it's time. So it's like, I feel like Toledo really did a good job with molding me into who I am.
Okay.
And, you know, feel me, like the grittiness that comes with my sound and just my mentality, my perspective of understanding that it's lows and also experiencing the highs, to be able to be thankful at all the time and not ever forget where I come from.
I like that, respect that. Now, do you feel like the highs and them lows, do you feel like you pitch that into your music?
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you a fan of my music, you know that there's some emotion in it.
Okay. It's
gonna be some lows and some highs, but at all the time, I'm gonna make sure that you enjoying the ride, that you not getting bored. Okay. You want to hear the next line. You feel me? You enjoying the sound.
Okay.
So that's what I'm big on.
I'm definitely enjoying the sound, man. So you know, when it comes to Huey King, man, you know, you kind of spoke on, you know, your upbringing. You know, where you came from Houston, originally from Atlanta, excuse me. Yeah. And I'm getting Houston and Houston and Atlanta confused, but you know, you were in a sense born and raised in Atlanta. Then moved to Toledo due to a divorce of your parents.
Yeah.
And, you know, how did that affect you? Did that affect anything as far as the music? You know what I'm saying? Did that affect your upbringing or how you thought about life? You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, as a kid, I mean, I was pretty understanding at the same time because I knew that everything wasn't running smooth. So, it's like, I'm hip to other kids having, you feel me, parents split already. Even though usually as a kid, you thinking like, damn, why me? Or like, you feel me? But it's what it is, like, and it's life. And I might not understood that fully as a young kid, but it definitely gave me that hunger for some reason. It just made me think like, I don't know, I gotta focus on myself because like shit could break up or split bad at any second. So at least as if I'm working on myself, I'm gonna be cool in life.
I felt it.
Okay. Now was basketball and music an escape route when it came to that situation?
Yeah, I would say definitely the basketball because like, really, I didn't even start doing the music until a little later on, but basketball was definitely the first love, and it was definitely what I would spend all my time on just as a kid. It was nothing else. Either you in the street or either you playing sports or making music or something like that. You feel me? So we don't really learn about how to make money that much, especially our culture. That's not really what we, at least legally, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So
that's very true. So when it came to, yourself, I know we're speaking a lot on basketball, but a lot of people that don't know you as far as the basketball background, let's kind of get into it, man, so you moved back to the city at 8, you know what I'm saying? You're now growing and developing, into this dude that's trying to find, a lane, and you said your lane was kind of, in a sense, basketball before it was music. While you still love music, basketball was, in a sense, the thing that was going to possibly pave the way originally.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's kind of get on, where you go to school at as far as, even from maybe even Pee-wee, to even grade school to high school, you know what I'm saying? And what made you choose a high school? Was it a parent decision? You know what I'm saying? After high school, what school did you go to? Let's get on kind of the basketball,
Okay, yeah. So
that kind of led to your music in a sense.
So growing up, I was really all around. Like I got a relationship with everybody in the city. I feel like from all different type of cultures. So I played for the Redskins football, played for Ottawa Hills basketball. I went to Ottawa Hills Elementary.
Okay.
Played for Hawkins Hawks, DeVoe Vikings. You feel me? So it's like I was really spread out across the map, at least across the city of Toledo. So with the basketball, I was playing up a lot. So I feel like playing against them older kids, it was like it really helped me get that beast mentality because they was a little more physical than my age group. They was a little more advanced. And I always had something in the back of my mind that like forced me to want to be the best one out there. So no matter who I'm playing against, I'm at least make sure I'm looking decent. You know what I'm saying? So, but the hoop really started becoming serious in high school. I would say.
And what high school did you go to?
I went to Toledo St. John's.
Okay. And then let's kind of dive into like years. So what year did you go into St. John's? What year did you graduate? Let's kind of just so we can piece up these years.
Yeah. So I graduated 2018. So freshman year, 2014, whatever.
So 2018. And then you played varsity all your years. So
freshman year I played some JV and varsity.
Okay.
And then sophomore year, that's when it was full varsity and And I tore my meniscus sophomore year and then sat out half the season and then came back.
So that was the beginning of the season you tore your
beginning of sophomore season.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Now, was that a sign that you probably was going to have some type of...
Yeah, so like I had really started separating myself that summer. Like that's when I had really like, you could tell it was like, okay, he been putting some work in. Like physically I got some strength. I started getting way more athletic, dunking, windmilling, like, you feel me, stuff like that. So it's like, oh, we ain't seen this version of him before.
Right.
So it's like, because it's like really I was known to be a shooter.
Right.
So like, I was just ready and excited to use that. But once I tore my meniscus, it was like, damn. Yeah. It's like, shit, that's a setback. But it's like, I'm still thinking like, okay, we about to get back to it though when it's time.
Okay. So you went to, my bad, keep on.
So, once I healed, going into junior, senior year, I started getting a lot of D1 interest. And I would say my last AAU season, 17U, was probably my best AAU season in my life. Okay. And I don't know if it's because it was like, I was thinking like, damn, this is my last chance. Like, I'm going to miss this shit. So it's like, but I ended up getting an offer by Georgetown.
Okay.
And then I didn't commit right away, but because I really wanted to see what I was going to end up getting. What else I was going to end up getting. But during my senior season, I ended up breaking my lower back. So, and that's something that a lot of people really don't know what happened with that whole situation. But that was like the start of, you feel me? That was like
the start
of something new for Houston King, for Huey King. You feel me? It was like that was a life-changing moment for me.
Okay. All right. So that's a good kind of getting right to the next point. So. You went through these injuries in high school. You got an offer from Georgetown. Where'd you end up going to school at?
So I ended up going to Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
I played there. So my first year, I didn't end up redshirting. Even though after I broke my back during the season, senior year, I ended up wearing a brace for 8 months. Had to sit out
just to get that back.
Now I got a question. Now you got this 8-month break. You didn't decide to commit to Georgetown during them 8 months. Is that when you found that other side Huey.
Yeah, so during that 8 months, senior year, I had actually put out that song "Numb to Love" with my cousin J.E.
Okay.
We wanted to do it. He wanted to do a song with me, so I hopped on it. He dropped it on SoundCloud. Then next thing I know, within like a week, 2 weeks, it started touching 130K, 200K on SoundCloud.
So this was when your freshman year of college?
Now this is my senior year of high school.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the beginning of senior year, so even before the season.
Oh wow! So
like
you was in high school with bangers already.
Yeah. So this was the first song for real that had even started getting out.
All right.
So, but it was crazy because like, damn, this is the first song. This started going crazy. Like, so I'm thinking like, I know like we was always playing around freestyling like, and people would be like, we know you can rap, but like, if you take it serious, like you know, like how far could you take it? You know, like you're on the hoop wave, so it's like that don't really match like that. But so once that song started getting across the city, started spreading across the student section, singing it while I'm playing. Crazy stuff,
was
like it was
life-changing experience.
And it was epic.
So at that point in your life, did you realize, oh, music for me?
Yeah, like I knew that it was something that I started to like get a love for. Like, oh, like I'm good at this, and it feel good when I'm doing it. Like, and it feel pretty easy for me.
You could like tell like you actually fell in love with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't a force. It was something like it was a hobby at one point because your cousin said hop on this track.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, this baby done blew up. I only imagine if I could.
Exactly.
Okay, so boom. So this happened senior year of high school. You going to Eastern Kentucky, and I have to stop the conversation. But did the Georgetown offer go away due to your injury?
Yeah, really. So they just basically started like, wasn't even answering their phone type shit. Yeah.
I'm about to say,
once the news got out,
I know that's how
it was just like, yeah, like once words started getting out, it was just like,
they almost don't want to.
It's like, ooh, because I didn't even know personally if I was still gonna be able to hoop
again.
Like lower back.
Yeah, so it's like I'm still thinking like, at first you feel me, a hoop is all I'm thinking, at least for like who I was as a person. So when it happened, I'm thinking like, damn, I really don't even want nobody to know. Like I'm about to try to figure out a way to fix it because I'm thinking that's my only option.
That's the only way out
and
now.
That's the problem with our culture. You feel me? And that's just like with life, our people, we think that's the only option. You feel me? Like and like we belittle ourselves because we get trapped into doing that. That's just how we come up thinking like, damn, if I don't get it this way, what else I'm gonna do? Like it's over. Right. Damn, this is what people know me for. Like what I'm gonna be. Right. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to get no regular job. I'm not even that type of nigga. So it's like you feel me? Like
so let's get to this part. You graduated high school. Excuse me. You then went to you said Eastern Kentucky or Eastern?
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky.
You hooped there. You spoke on an injury happening at that time as well.
Yeah, so freshman year, I led the conference in 3-point percentage. John Morant was in that conference, OVC, and so going into sophomore year, I'm really excited. I'm like, okay, my coach is saying like, it's some NBA scouts on the radar saying that they're comparing you to like Danny Green, saying if you keep shooting like this, you're gonna be on a lot of teams' radar. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like let me take this a little more serious. Like I was taking, this is going into sophomore year.
What year?
So he's speaking on the past.
So this is probably like 2019 going into 2020.
Was John Morant still in college?
You said who?
Was John Morant still in college?
Yeah, that was probably his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Did you ever play against him?
My freshman year was his sophomore year. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he was going crazy.
Was he really that explosive at that time as well?
He was going crazy. That's probably the best player I ever played against. Like, and I done played against a lot of players that's in the league. Like played with some players that's in the league.
Okay.
But he like that.
So your sophomore year, you getting all these good news is due to your freshman year of you being a top 3-point shooter in the conference. You having this pretty much great freshman year.
Yeah.
Sophomore year come, what happens?
So sophomore year, the week before the first game, we had UT Chattanooga. They in the tournament this year.
Non-conference games.
Yeah. So I did something to my toe where I heard it crack on a pump fake. I'm like, oh shit, that felt kind of serious. Yeah. So they get an X-ray. They tell me that it's cool. They saying that it's just swollen. Okay. And it feel ridiculous for real. Like I'm like, hold on, I don't know. Like, all right. Yeah, so they got me playing with a donut pad under my foot, and I'm overcompensating so bad on the other side that I'm like, second game, the next game, the first game when I played with that, I had 19 against UT Chattanooga, and I'm thinking like, damn, I don't even know how I really did that, but I looked good, but I didn't feel good. So I'm thinking like, damn, this like first game of the season, like yeah, that was cool, but like I really could have did better. I felt like if I was healthy. So second game we got Kentucky, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, like it's some news, it's some news building up. Like okay, he's just like one of the top shooters in the country, ready to do this and that. I'm like, you feel me? Coming from Toledo, it's like ooh, we got UK. Like, nigga, I'm trying to go crazy. Nigga, I'm trying to go, like, stupid. So, bro, beginning of the game, within, like, the first couple minutes, I don't even know what happened. I fell. My knee was feeling crazy. My lower back from breaking it felt like it was like something just happened. Like a ghost down there just came in and pushed me on the ground while it was like I was on the drive to the basket. But it was like I just knew like it was time to sit down. Like once I felt that. And I kept trying to play because I'm like, damn, I can't keep sitting down. Like I'm out here trying to hoop. I'm trying to get to the league. Like this is why we out here like to get paid for real. That's what everybody out there for, competing. You feel me? So it's like, damn, I can't keep getting hurt and taking seats.
So you ended up sitting out the whole sophomore year?
Yeah, so once I did that, it was basically over with, like, my college career. Like,
really?
I went to the doctor and they said, if I keep trying to play, I'm going to be 30 years old, not being able to play catch with my kids outside. And that's just, once I heard that, it was like, jeez. Like, once I really heard them words come out of the doctor's mouth, I was like, damn, like, it was real. I was like, damn, like, this is really like happening.
Now, at that stage, did you start like to reevaluate like everything?
Yeah, everything. Because I was thinking like at the time I was performing around the state of Kentucky because the music was doing a little like making some noise.
There we go.
So it's like it's a lot of people on campus. Once I was hurt, they see me and they like, bro, I don't even know why you still here. Like if I could make music like you, like I'll be out of here. And like I knew it was serious, but I'm thinking like, like damn, they really thinking about it like this. And every time they hear it, they're like, bro, this is like radio, like this is legit. Mm-hmm. So it just, that build up just started getting in my head more and more. And I started thinking about it like, like bet on yourself. Like,
so did you end up dropping out of college?
Yeah, I dropped out like that year.
Word.
So right at the end, you were like,
bro,
you said, fuck this.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
Wait. So what year is this? You know what I'm asking?
This is right when COVID came.
Damn, like
right when COVID.
That's wrong. It happened in 2019, but like 2020 is like when it got affected bad.
Yeah.
All right, so during that time, boom, we gonna get into the music now. And this is, I think this is what the audience want to hear as well. So it's good hearing about what led up to this, because you broke it down very, very well, first off, bro. Secondly, first off, this actually showed me that people got a lot of dreams. When one dream fail, you shouldn't just give up. You should think twice about, okay, what can I do now? Mm-hmm. You should have good friends around like you do. You got good people around you too that, keep yourself level-headed. And you actually went towards music. So you in music now at that time. COVID hit, you dropped out of college, bro, which is crazy. You was once a great hooper, and you still is, but you was really known as the sharpshooter. Dude is about to get looked at. Dude is playing Kentucky. It's playing John Morant. And then boom, this thing happens. Drop out of college, bro. What's your first instinct? Like, what's your first thing that you do? Do you come back to Toledo and think about it? Do you you go to Atlanta? What's the next step for you, man?
Yeah, so
this is crazy.
Right after I grabbed all my stuff at school, I came back to Toledo, and I was with my granny for like that summer.
Okay.
And then probably come like June, that's when I moved to Atlanta. And then that's when everything started changing. That's when I was focused on getting my real estate license.
Okay.
So
get on too, man. Congrats too, by the way.
Oh yeah, so my older brother, shout out Admore, he's my broker on the real estate. So you feel me? He was starting up his brokerage. So and I became I was his first agent under the whole company. So that's just some story type shit.
Yeah, no, that's big. You feel me? Like family goes a long way. Yeah, no, that's history book for sure. So you come back to Toledo, you think it through, you then go to Atlanta, you get to pretty much, you got your real estate license, which is not easy, so congrats again on that.
Appreciate it.
You become an agent underneath your brother, in a sense your brother's company, because he's your broker.
Yeah.
And how did the real estate thing go? Was you making music at that time, or was you just doing, I'm gonna get clean cut, I'm gonna get tie on, I'm gonna sell houses, this is gonna be my lifestyle, like, because this music thing, you got hits.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? So it's like, how did this even? Because some people I think is afraid of having two images, almost living two lives in a sense.
Yeah.
We can rap, we can shoot, we can do this, but it's like, dang, if I rap and I do real estate, it's gonna mess up the way my image looks. So how did that even go down?
Yeah, I felt like it was something that the way I was networking around Atlanta. Once I got my license and I'm running into all these influencers, some people DMing me on the gram about my music that are influencers.
Yeah.
And then they seeing I'm on the real estate wave too. And then that's like, they like, okay, so I can use him in this way too. So it's like, now I'm useful to them.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, then they checking out the music, and then I'm just getting conversations with them on a day-to-day, and they just messing with the vibes or whatever, so they just like support, they start to support what I got going on, and that's just leading to more opportunity, you feel me? So it's like, I'm just really using the real estate as like a crutch to like be able to support my lifestyle.
Yeah. Also fund that lifestyle and fund your music as well. You feel
Exactly.
Me?
And
studio time not cheap, features not cheap, beats not cheap.
Right,
So that can
none of
actually
that.
come into play.
And especially because I want to go the independent route. You feel me? So I feel like the hoop route that I took allowed me to connect with a lot of people over the world.
Everything for a reason.
Yeah, to where now it's like when I do release, it's like a lot of eyes is on it. So
very true.
Like the real estate, I'm really trying to also become a celebrity realtor at the same sense, because it's a lot of people that I'm starting to get relationships with that are familiar faces.
Yeah.
That are, you feel me, looking to buy property and stuff like that through me. So it's like, it's a blessing for real, because it's like I could be anybody in the world, but it's like I am choosing this route, and it is working out the way I seen it in my head before.
Love it. So, man, bro, you went from hooper to still got the talent of a hooper, of course, to dropping out of college, man, and could have gave up all the way to moving back in the city, going to Atlanta, thinking it through, going underneath your brother's brokerage company, becoming a great real estate agent, and then you almost, in a sense, started to pursue music as well because you saw a great finding in it. It's something you loved since a kid, since high school specifically, and then carried with you. So your rap name, Huey King, of course. Yeah. You know, how has your music went? You feel me? Before, of course we leave, man. How's your music going? What tape do you have out right now? What tape do you have coming soon? Because you played a banger to us earlier.
Yeah.
I want to know what's coming out.
All right, so right now I'm sitting on, I want to say like 2 projects. Okay. The first one is called Back to Atlanta. That's when I started taking music serious, and I'm like, all right, so it's crazy. I actually wrote the song on that tape called Back to Atlanta before I even knew I was moving back to Atlanta. Okay. It was just a vibe I caught. Yeah. You feel me? So I got a tape called Back to Atlanta, and that's got about 11 songs on it. And then I got an EP project with about 4 songs on it, 5 songs.
Okay. Just give them a taste.
Yeah, called Before the Fame.
And are you signed to anybody?
No, I'm independent right now.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so
I
ain't signing nobody because I really feel like I'm gonna be able to build my own. I think I'm gonna be able to build up a crowd before I start working with the labels.
Larry Joe, you feel me? He independent. He doing his own thing. He making his own money. You feel me? He making his own culture. So I can see that in you already, man. So keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that.
Your thing, bro. So you got the tape coming soon, man. Is it any specific song that you want people to know? Like, hey, this is my single. This is gonna blow me up. I know it is.
I got a song called No Pain, No Gain that I just shot half of the video before I flew here.
Okay.
It's real dope. It's a good message. You feel me? It's kind of like a through the wire type of situation. Like, it's really me telling my story.
That's what I was honestly thinking of when we started diving into the story. I'm like, man, it's a through the wire story.
Yeah, man. So it's like, I know it's a lot of people that can relate to my story. A lot of people that have been athletes.
A ton of people, bro. Like, even if you're not an athlete, some people have dropped out of college. Some people have gave up. Some people have lost death. Some people had to move and try new things. Like, for you to sit back, not think twice, go back home, be like, forget it. I'm an educated black man, bro. Why not get my real estate license? Why not? You know what I'm saying? So you did so much so fast, bro. That takes a lot for somebody to do that.
No, for sure.
So I definitely want to give you some of your flowers before we leave, man. But for those who don't know where to find you at, man, you feel me? Tell us about your social media. Where can they find you at? Your YouTube, the whole
so my Instagram, YouTube, everything is Huey King. That's HUEYKING.
Okay.
That's where you can find me. I'll follow y'all back. You DM me. I definitely DM y'all back. So.
Okay. So, all right, man. So that is that Instagram. You got Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is Real Huey King.
Okay.
Follow y'all back. Same thing.
And then where can they watch these videos at, man? You feel me, man? You got the drip on. They probably want to see what else you wearing. Man.
Yeah. So if I'm telling you, so most of my stuff's gonna be on Instagram or YouTube. That's where you're gonna see everything at.
Okay. Same at name for YouTube.
Yep. Same thing.
Okay. Sounds good, bro. Hey, man. Well.
Appreciate you, man.
From a boss to a boss, man. We got to bring it down to New War Hyper Lounge, man. You can when the bar open up, man. We should be open around April or May. So we be in touch, bro. Do I hit up you or him, man? I know it's
you can hit up my guy Reese, man. That's the man.
So y'all, it's public on camera right now, man. He's coming to New War. It's game time. We're gonna see y'all this summer, man. Huey King once again, man. You feel me? Artist, man. Investor, man. agent, the whole nine. You feel me? So if y'all need some gems, y'all need some notes, if y'all need some features, some songs to go on movie clips, whatever y'all need, y'all, it's the guy to hit up, man.
Yes,
so
welcome to Auntie Couch.
hey man, thank y'all for coming out, man. We'll see y'all soon.
Let's get it.
What do you do when you reach a certain level of intelligence? This gift gotta be heaven sent. These lyrics be the evidence. Granny taking medicine.